What's this?
All right, see these tribes? All right, these are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel and who they are today. We're basically trying to teach these people here their biblical nationality. All right, teach them about the destruction of America that's coming. All right, so we're about a lot of different things, but leave you with one note: we're teaching the truth, man. Simple and plain, and we're filtering everything that we say through the scriptures. As far as the prophecies, what the Lord looked like, who these people are, and who they are today, everything's filtered through the scriptures. All right, the King James Bible.
All right, thanks, man.
Got a precept real quick.
And we got a website if you want to know anything. If you don't care, then the Lord's going to destroy you.
That's right.
Isaiah 49:6, and he said, "It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob and restore the preserved of Israel."
So I guess that none of that applied. I mean, that we're all Israelites, but none of what I just said applied to them. I guess they don't want to know the truth. I just said we're teaching you the truth according to the scriptures. But there's an example of some man's hearts being heavy and their ears being fat, okay? There's no other way I could have said that would have caused them to feel satisfied enough to want to stay and actually listen to what we're breaking down to you.
Go back to the Lord.
They got more important things to do than save their own life through the word. That's basically what it comes down to. You want to know why? Because the Most High gave them their spirits up to corruption, right? Their spirits have been given up to corruption. They gotta fulfill the prophecy of the 2/3, There you go, yeah, perfect. They gotta fulfill that prophecy. See all that maroon? That's maroon up there? That's all the 2/3. All right? There you go.
Blood right there.
Yeah, blood, all right. That's after it's been spilled, been settling, for a little while. He said that's blood right there. Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah. Finish that up.
This is 1 Peter chapter.
But like you got a lot of no, it's like no, go ahead.
First Peter chapter 4 verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody.
Or as an evildoer. Evildoer basically represents everything that you can do against the word of the Most High, the commandments, An evildoer basically represents being a lesbian, a homosexual, basically, in a nutshell, anything that's wicked, man. Go ahead.
But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer,
Yeah.
or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Busybody in other men's matters,
No toe.
Yeah, well, you don't know the truth, so
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I was like,
you don't know shit.
She said no toes.
she's like fucking 20 pounds. We fucking break her in half.
Well, she knows better.
Yeah.
She knows better. She just wants to talk shit and keep it moving. All right?
Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed.
Yeah. If any man suffer a Christian, all right? Meaning what? Meaning being in the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is what we suffer all the time, like that bitch. I mean, that's literally the Lord just manifested what it is that I was saying. That's the same bitch that was saying niggas and clogs.
Yeah.
Now, didn't she just walk by?
Yeah.
That's the spirit, man. I didn't know she was gonna come walking by here. We haven't seen that bitch in fucking months. We thought she'd been dead.
Then we saw a couple of weeks ago, she didn't say nothing.
Restored for a greater destruction.
So when she came back by this time, she had to say something because he's going into that topic.
Yeah, the Lord caused that stupid bitch to come by here, man. Look at that. That's the spirit being made manifest. So it's see what she's doing, man. That's a good thing, You shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. So these bitches and stupid ass people are gonna try to curse us out or whatever, come up against us. But it's a good thing to suffer that. It's a good thing to suffer that. And it's also an example to prove that, hey, we are in the truth, you know? If I had it easy, and if I didn't go through these things, I might have to question where my spirit's at, you know?
We ain't gonna go kill ourselves because we're ashamed of what we are.
You ain't ashamed.
Yeah, exactly. Like these homosexuals are, man. They're ashamed of their evil fucking doings, man.
Yeah.
You're guilty, you know? You got a guilty conscience.
Well, only some of them, because fucking Esau, man, he loves to lay sin upon sin, man. He can fucking be a homosexual, a pedophile, and a zoophile all in one and still fucking go on his daily day business and then shake hands with you. Like it's like any fucking normal thing.
Yeah. So basically, to hit that point one more time about meddling not in another man's affairs, you got that social media site, which all these social media sites are linked to the FBI, man. I mean, that's been proven over and over again. That different agents, man, they filter all that material, you know? But you have something called Twitter, and Twitter is basically that one of them social media sites where everything that you do, you tweet about it. You tweet 24/7 what you're doing and who you're doing it with. All right, you're an asshole. All right, that's just an example of an example of a scoff. There's nothing wrong with tweeting. That's why everybody knows you're a homosexual. You probably had sex with dogs. Your woman had sex with dogs. You probably ran trains on every fucking woman you've been with, recorded it, put it up on YouTube. All right. And everybody knows who you are now. You're nothing but a piece of shit.
Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on this behalf.
But Slaki, that's basically what Twitter is, man. Share all your business with everybody in the world, including the fucking damn cops who at any time
You want to drop this in your little
could
video?
beat you up.
Televised live, man.
All right, man. We don't want that shit out. We want that shit out of here.
Nobody wants this shit out.
All right. Well, this is the truth. What you're selling is bullshit. All right. Get the fucking shit out of here, man. See, but the folly is set in great dignity. Nobody wants to hear about that fucking mediocre shit.
It's like common sense to us.
All right.
Yeah, the reason why he's bugged the fuck out is because of television.
Yeah,
You know the nigga grew up on BET.
Listen, if you want to be part of the entertainment world, just go on, make a YouTube video telling the elites you accept blowing rod and getting pot in the ass. I'm sure they'll come to your doorstep the next day, all right? Because that's all you're gonna get when you try to fucking get up in there. All right? You're gonna have to be a wicked fucking dude, all right, to get famous. So if that's what you're into, then by all means. But just know that you're gonna be destroyed. Alright? Fuck the 2/3. That's all you got out here, man. All the people that ain't on the side with us, man, you fucking 2/3. You keep manifesting that you ain't nothing but a piece of shit.
You don't give a damn about the word.
Yeah, he even said nobody cares about what we're teaching. Yeah, about this. Alright? Yeah, that's because y'all are 2/3. No wonder, you know? Yeah, we ain't surprised.
About the strip club.
Them hills are too big for you.
Fucking hills are fucking thicker than
You know,
their
and
legs.
that's proud, you know? They're proud.
Their hills are thicker than their legs.
No, but then you call them whores, you know, and they'll be calling the cops. Meanwhile,
You're misogynistic.
Right, if I were to take her to a back, lift up that skirt and start raping her ass, then I'm the bad guy. Because I just took her to a fucking behind alley and just started fucking fucking her.
You got a blue
Yeah.
job behind the corner.
Yeah.
you know, hey, these women are nothing but whores, man. Edomites, you know, amongst the different tribes. Majority of these women, man, they ain't nothing but whores, man. All right, but you can't tell me that them women are shameless coming out like that in them fucking mini black dresses and high heels and tell me that they're not shameless or shamefaced, man. They're whores.
Bitches. Shameless woman.
Proud whores, that's it. It ain't even that fucking nice out here, you know? It was nice earlier. The moment it dropped, the temperature, when the moment the light went away. Yeah, the sun fell. Or what? There's that stammering lip. You know, it got cold. I could actually see my breath right now. You know? So it's not that nice out here. But you got that scripture?
Isaiah 24 verse 4.
I already made the point on Twitter, so I ain't gonna talk about that bullshit no more. So what I was trying to say before that nigga came up here with that damn stupid ass sign, all right, was basically the cops and FBI and CIA, they all have access to all that information that you willingly share, you know? Share your business. That's literally the age now. Share your business with everybody. And people wonder why they're getting picked on and made fun of and bullied. But you're sharing all your damn business.
Why there's all this gossip?
And where you're at, who you're doing it with. And the police could just come and use that against you. And they have, and they will. Right up until martial law is declared and you're in a concentration camp. Right? Because really they're doing studies, man. They're doing studies on people to see where they go and what they do. Right. Read that.
Isaiah 24 verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. So this whole entire earth has been defiled.
Say something.
You can say something. Go ahead.
Most notably, the so-called white man and
That's
his,
right.
his people, okay? We try to Edomites. They single-handedly destroyed the earth to a brink of destruction. Okay? They got holes in the ozone layer, all types of defilements on earth, okay? And this was a statement made by a cracker, which is also the damn devil, okay? He's going to enslave you if he's not destroyed here in America. This is it says eighth ways corporations are poisoning our food, water, the earth, and the people that run these corporations are the so-called white men. Okay? It says, this is a quote by the damn devil named Utah Phillips. He said, "The earth is not dying, it is being killed. The people," it says, "the people who are killing it have names and addresses." I'll read this again. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Well, get a definition for that word languish. All right.
Yeah, so you can't say this happened.
Somebody look up that word languish in Isaiah. What is it? Isaiah
You
what?
got all you Gospels, Isaiah 24.
Yeah. I know what it means. I just want an exact definition. Get that real quick. Yeah, just like the brother mentioned, you got oil spills, chemtrails. I mean, we go on and on about the amount of pollutants that Esau. Damn, I keep losing my train of thought. You know, releases the pollutants and poisons that he releases, man. You know?
Yeah, Monsanto, GM.
Oh my goodness, yeah. You know? God.
Language, which is amal in the Hebrew, to be weak, be droop, to be exhausted, to be or grow feeble.
Yeah, so that's said the earth, man.
It says, by implication, to be sick, to mourn, language, be weak, wax, and feeble.
Another way you pollute the earth is through wickedness, okay? You've been saying you got homosexuals out here. You know, you just got wicked people in general. You know? Especially the so-called white man. It says in the scriptures, basically don't let them rise, you know? Because that's what the so-called white man produces. Nothing but trouble and wickedness, okay? And evil doings. You know, he spreads lies, you know? Just deception. the scriptures say that he deceived the whole entire earth, okay? Mainly through that image, okay? Image of Cesare Borgia posing as whom the world calls Jesus Christ.
You got something?
Well,
I got something in Isaiah.
it says Isaiah 24 verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left.
That's it right there too. When I quoted earlier. No, okay, kind of, yeah. See that, for all the wickedness that the so-called white man's doing, that's taking place. All right. For behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom. All right. So the end result of all the wickedness that's being committed here in this land and in the land of Israel and other parts of the world is what? Is nuclear missiles. It's fire. It's destruction. Right? Slocky. So I'm gonna read some. I lost my page. All right, here we go. This is Isaiah chapter 5 and 20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." It says, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight." It says, "Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink." Last verse, it says, "Which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." So that's what America's about. America's about producing wickedness and evil and treating it as if it's a good thing, as if it's the proper way. All right? It's a bad thing to be against the government. Meanwhile, the government is nothing but plotting martial law and chipping everybody. Meanwhile, at the same time, they uphold protecting homosexuals and lesbians. You know? That's right. This is what your government is preparing and setting up for. All right? That's why they're setting up these trial runs with shutting down the EBT cards, the Mac machines. That's why, they're shutting down the governments. All right? That's why their only answer to stimulate the economy and keep it up and going is to increase the debt ceiling, which is supposedly only gonna last till February. Then they're gonna have to come up with another solution besides let's accumulate more debt. The economy could easily collapse overnight, let alone wait until February for it to happen. So this everything that America represents is nothing but wicked, man. And it's sold to you as a good thing. All right? You people, hey, you love this, you know? You love this confusion. But the same ones of you who desire to live your life here in Babylon are the same ones that are going to be burnt up with Babylon. I'm going to read something here. Give me a second. This is Malachi chapter 4 and 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So there's a day coming where Babylon's gonna be destroyed, man. There's a day coming where all the inhabitants of this land is gonna be burned up. And the one coming to bring the fire is Yahweh Shai. The same one coming to bring the deliverance for the elected, is the same man coming to bring the mighty and great destruction from the Father. So that's the conclusion. I'm gonna read on. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And he shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts." So you see that? The Lord gonna give us strength, man. Renew our strength, give us power. And we're gonna have all of our enemies in subjection. And that's our faith, that's our hope. All right? The Lord has not yet let us down, man. We have faith and hope in all these things coming to pass. So we're looking for the new heavens, the new earth, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. And that's what we believe is coming. On this. You get some? You got some, Mike?
Yeah. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. "Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rests upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord."
And that's the perfect that's the perfect scripture for those that say, well, I'm saved from sin. You can't add sin unto sin. What's the wages of sin? Death. You can weary out the mercy of the Most High. You know that. Well, if you didn't, you do now. All right? Because we're supposed to be dead to sin, you know? If you make a mistake, that's one thing. If you continuously go off thinking, well, I'll just pray to the Most High and I'll be forgiven, you're in the wrong state of mind. And that's what that scripture's going into. Basically wearing out the mercy of the Most High. Just like it said that the Lord is what? Long suffering. So if you're doing some wicked acts and you continuously doing them and nothing's happening, you get the Most High is just saving your destruction for something terrible, man. That's not the right spirit, and that's the spirit that these people have too. When they go to church on a Sunday, they just figure, well, all the wickedness that I've done throughout the week and months and years or whatever, the Lord just gonna all of a sudden take it away, and then I'll be able to go out and do that same wickedness. Because all I gotta do is pray, and boom. No, that's not the way this works. You gotta be dead to sin, man. That's your mindset. You gotta be renewed. All right? Any man that is in Hamashiach is a new creature. So you gotta actually have a change of heart, a change of mind. All right? Or to repent, meaning you gotta turn back. Turn back from what? Turn back from your wicked ways. The Lord taught that the law, statutes, and commandments were not gonna be done away with. All right? not the smallest jot or title, okay? They haven't come to destroy, but to fulfill. Because even though we're not saved by the law, okay, or we're not justified by the works of the law, we're under grace. The part to that as well is to rehearse what's coming, which is what? A kingdom of righteousness. Righteousness being the commandments. Right now we can't clearly keep the law to the letter, so we can do at least with what's in our ability that the Lord has given us to do.
I want to say something that says, this is Ecclesiasticus 5:5. It says, concerning propitiation.
Propitiation.
Propitiation. Be not without fear to add sin unto sin. The word propitiate is to win or regain the favor of a God-spirited person by doing something that pleases them. And that's what we're doing now, man. We're trying to regain the favor of the Lord. That's why we're out here doing what we're doing. Okay, because we know we go off, all right? We know that we can't be perfect. And then that's why it says, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Because you got people that saying that we're under grace, under the law. So they can put sin on top of sin, which is not true, all right? Knowing that we can't keep the law to the letter, we still have to show favor unto the Lord by keeping the laws that we can keep, all right? We need to show him that we're trying to do right, all right? So we can put away from eating pork, all right? If you can grow a beard, grow a beard, all right? I can't grow a beard, but the little bit that I do grow, I just keep it on my face, all right? Which isn't much, but just as long as you're making the attempt, keeping the Sabbath to the best of your ability, all right? You might have to work, but don't have sex. It's that simple. It's not hard, So that's why we're trying to.
What's part of the faith? Keeping the laws that you know that you can keep is part of our faith. That's part of the faith that's gonna get us saved, Because the Lord already knows we can't keep everything to the letter. That doesn't mean that we just not keep it at all.
It also says to make someone pleased or less angry, and that's what we got to do, man. Because us coming in this thing, man, we were Sodom's children. We broke the law. So coming in this thing, you've got to look to please the Most High. And the best way to do that is following the law, statutes, and commandments and doing what He tells you to do, which is come out here on the highways and byways and teach when you have learned. But so this is a quick point I wanted to make, man. This is not to add sin unto sin. Do what you can to please the Most High. All right. Because we were all born sinners, man. And that's why the Lord had to come on here to die for our sins. It says in Saint
Salakia, ain't one of the commandments, thou shalt not lie.
Yep.
So if you say that the commandments are done away with, then you don't got to teach the truth. Then if you don't got to teach the truth, then how are you going to be saved? That whole statement is just complete hypocritical and bullshit, man. You're not even really concentrating on what it is that's coming out of your own fucking mouth. That's why the heart is deceitful above all things. Thou shalt not lie. All right? But the majority of these people out here, that's all they fucking know how to do. All right? And Babylon has basically taught you to be liars. The so-called white man has taught you to be a fucking liar. All right? And a good example is these churches. A good example is all the amount of belief systems that the society allows to be taught. Egyptology, Islam,
Baptist, Methodist.
Yeah, exactly. Christmas, Easter, all these BS holidays, man. All right. Columbus Day. Yeah, and you actually got Israelites that celebrate that shit. Or not that they actually celebrate it, because I'm sure you have some that do, but acknowledge it, and act like Christopher Columbus is actually a great man. He ain't a great man. He's a great devil.
You know?
The white man, he'll build a school named Precept of Columbus and have the Latin tribes attend the school.
Yeah, we're coming up to fucking Thanksgiving, which has nothing to do with discovering America. It has everything to do with the destruction of the Native American